Welcome to the LV Home Experts Radio Show, where we talk about real estate and financing. If you're just tuning into this channel for the first time, I'm Krulsawat with Simply Vegas, and I got my man, my right-hand man, Dan French with Guarantee Rate. What's going on, man?
What up, guys? What's going on?
How's everything going?
Oh, it's amazing, bro. Amazing.
So today we have something a little bit special for you. We're going to make this a quick, short video.
Wow, look at that right away, bro. Look at that.
Whoa! Look at that. Nice. Thank you so much. We got a super chat, $19.99. Who's that, Dan?
That's Bite Hunter.
Bite Hunter.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's a good name, man.
I actually kind of like that.
Yeah.
Bite Hunter. Wow.
Hey, we love it, though.
Yes. Also,
super chat.
The other thing that we want to talk about, and I think this is very important that I want to clarify here, we just released a video on the channel stating that the channel, we are making some changes, right? Mm-hmm. The channel, we grew to 217,000. We're about to hit 218,000. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys for that from the bottom of my heart. And the channel had grown just due to the fact that we educated a lot of buyers as far as walking buyers through the process of purchasing a home, right? And showing them video home tours. And I think a lot of people gravitated to that, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, dude, that's all I hear.
Yeah.
I call your people and it's like, man, those video tours of homes.
Yeah.
It's on another level.
I guess so. I mean, there's a lot of people that are doing it now. Now, here's the thing. About 22 months ago, 24 months ago, I don't know what it was exactly, decided that we wanted to grow our channel and, kind of put more fun content into it, more educational content. We did that probably for about a year now, and it just didn't work out. I mean, I'm looking at the analytics, and that's what's great about YouTube. You have the analytics, and the analytics it didn't pan out. I mean, I'm looking at the numbers, right? The subscriber counts have dropped dramatically, right? The cash from it wasn't that great. So dumping a lot of money into it, it's just like running any business. I mean, you got to take chances,
Yeah.
And it just didn't work. I mean, that's just part of life and part of business as an entrepreneur. So we're hemorrhaging a lot of money. So we decided to pull the plug on the video content as far as like tours and stuff. I'm talking about like vlogs, and collaborations and stuff like that. And we're no longer going to do that. And I just thought it was great content because we're supporting local businesses. And I figured that, by having this channel, if you're going to move on out here, you probably want to see where the best places to eat, lifestyle of living here. And I thought all that kind of came together, but in this case, it didn't. So we decided to pull the plug. However, we are going to keep the channel the way it is as far as video home tours, only strictly home tours. Now, also, I want you to let me know in the comments below, and I think this is a good idea.
Yeah.
I think that we need to leave this podcast, this video podcast, because we talk about financing. We talk about real estate. We talk about what's going on, and I think this would be a good piece to this channel.
Yeah.
Right? Now, so we decided that we are going to create a second channel, which we had created a second channel. It's not up yet. There's a lot of things that we are working on. We have already uploaded 5 great content videos, right? And by the way, the name of the channel is going to be Krulsawat 2.0. That's right, 2.0. So what is this channel about? It's about real estate lifestyle vlogs, right? Behind the scenes, right? It's about collaborating with other realtors, showcasing $1 million homes, collaborating with local businesses, right? As far as, food, anything that has to do with real estate. So the channel is really a real estate plug. Also, if you are into like flipping, if you want to learn how to make money through real estate. So it's really a behind the scenes show, like a vlog that has to do with real estate plug, even commercial property. So kind of all in between, right? Because believe it or not, there's a lot of fans out there, 30% of, 200,000. I mean, that's 60,000 followers that really like that type of channel. Do you see what I'm saying? Versus just property tours, because doing property tours, that could get boring. You know what I'm saying? It's just like redundant work. There's no creativity. And I like creativity.
I think you appreciate both sides of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not complaining. Look, I'm going to say this channel, right, and all the love and the supporters out there have literally changed my life, your life, and also everybody that's on the team.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. They definitely play a big part. I mean, it's huge.
Exactly. Now let's take some questions here. What do we have on the chat here?
Hey, Chakits, when upgrading floor or on a new home build, is it a good idea to upgrade the tile to cheaper vinyl laminate for easier tear down? I hear the tear down is a pain and expensive.
So the first thing I would do is, I can tell you right now from my experience, where you're going to save a lot of a cost, right? Like I'm going to say 50% of what the builders are charging you. You'll save 50% by doing the flooring. Now, when it comes to the flooring, typically the flooring is going to just be standard stock. You're going to get the 18 by 18 tile, porcelain tile in the wet areas, right? That comes, you have to have something.
Right.
And just have carpet in every single room, okay? So just in the wet areas, it's going to cost you a little bit of money because now they're going to have to tear it down, haul it away. They're going to have to sand it down. Now, here's a quick tip. If you do that, do not upgrade on the baseboards, because on the next product that you come in with, you don't want to ruin those expensive baseboards that you just bought from the builder. So if you're going to do the aftermarket, just make sure that you get the standard baseboards too as well.
Okay.
Is that a good tip?
That's a good tip.
All right. What else do we got?
Let's see what's the next one out. I don't know. It says bullnose, waterfall edge, zero edge, down tail cabinets, etc. Thank you.
Not a problem. So basically just talking about the style of the quartz countertops or the granite. For me, I like the straight edge. If you do the waterfall, I like to do a 2-inch waterfall. The reason why we like to do a 2-inch, it's going to be more sturdy. Some builders will do a waterfall, but they'll do a 1/2 inch. To me, it doesn't look custom, and also it could actually break pretty easy too as well, believe it or not. What are the questions we got here?
Let's take a look at if podcast people love visuals, maybe include graphs, 3D homes, pictures. Some are visual interactive. That's one. What else?
The only place that you show to eat is pho. That's actually not true. We show other places too as well. I just love eating pho.
You just went to the southern place the other day. I saw that picture.
Oh my God, that food was good, dude.
You guys had like that whole big, it looked like a feast.
No, it was. I didn't really eat none of it. I just kind of picked a little bit here and there.
What'd you do with the food? Did they take it home?
No, basically I had Rudy sit down and he had the food all the way around him. And literally, he was like a kid in the candy store. I would say probably like 20 minutes into it, like he literally slid down the chair. Like he was like,
he's done.
Food comatose.
He was out.
Oh, dude, like a light bulb. He couldn't even finish it. I was rooting for him, but he had to take it home.
Yeah, it's crazy. What else we got here?
Let's answer one more question. Let's go right into it.
All right. How do you balance maximizing your commission while minimizing customers' price?
That's a good question. I'll let you answer that.
Maximizing the commission, well, I mean, that's a little different because I'm somewhat set on a margin.
But you're a realtor, though.
I understand, but
for some of you guys don't know, Dan is a licensed real estate agent, part-time.
Part-time. Everybody's part-time.
Quarter time. No, he's more like quarter time. He does loans full-time.
So
maybe he'll come over here and hang his license with the Chakits Krulsawat group.
You never know about life, man.
That's if he has the Webbles.
You never know.
So what was this guy's question? I'm going to answer this guy's question.
Okay, so how do you balance maximizing your commission while minimizing customers' price? So basically,
what does that mean?
I think what he's saying is, how do you maximize your commission while making your client not going too far for your client and not overcharging, or not going to maybe a higher price home, maybe something like that. You know what I mean?
For me, if that's what you're asking, I don't really do that. All I do is I just show the consumer what's currently available based upon what you want to buy in your purchase price. Then if it doesn't meet what you want, then okay, we'll go up a higher price and let's see if we can get what you want. So we do it two ways. So number one, when we do a buyer consultation, you tell me what you want. Here's everything that you want, 10 out of 10. This is the price.
Right.
So now you're like, oh my God, this is just way too high. Totally understandable. I'm just showing you what you want. However, now let's make adjustments. What's important to you, right? This is what's really important to a consumer. It's really a monthly payment.
How much do agents really have the ability to drive that anyways, though? Especially in a sensitive market where people are already, already pissed about how much they're paying a little bit, right? As far as the price is going up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when it gets to you, they're already thinking in their mind, like, I'm trying to go, this is my payment. I'm going to tell you what I want versus you're telling them as a realtor what they want.
My job is not telling them what they want. My job is to explain to them or the consumers how things work, right? Number one, we like to educate our buyers. The reason why we educate our buyers is because at the end of the day, right, you're making the decision. Mm-hmm. I'm not buying the home. Look, a lot of people out there have the misconception that realtors are just salespeople, which they are, right? But you remember, Dan, I've been doing this now for 10 years. My first 3-4 years, I was that salesperson, right? I drove the nice BMW, had the suit and tie. I was at, thank you very much, CC. I appreciate that.
Thank you, CC.
We got another super chat. Chakits and Dan sending the love and the positive vibe. Now, where was I going with this conversation? I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
I don't know. That every time money comes in, things start to derail you.
Yeah. No, on a serious note, where were we?
I think you were talking about you don't convince people to work with you.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I used to be that hardcore sales guy, right?
Yeah.
Close. And some people like that. But I've always remembered this, telling you this. 1 year, and I'm sure you remember this because we talk about this. I said, look, man, I'm done with this. I'm done wearing the suit and tie, trying to do the hardcore sale. Let me just change my philosophy. What is the philosophy? It's basically just educate the consumer, provide the content. Look, if you're going to buy a home, you're going to buy a home. I don't need to sell you on anything. I mean,
it's true.
Look, I'm going to say this. I'm blessed. There's times where I can't work with you. Here's why. All right, just had a call yesterday. Hey, I'm approved at $400,000. Chuck, I love your videos. I want to work with you. This is what I'm looking for. Sorry, I can't make it happen. All right, I want a discount. Unfortunately, we're just not in that market. I can't get you what you want and, a $20,000 discount. It doesn't exist.
What do you mean discount?
Like, this guy called me yesterday and basically said, look, I'm at $400,000. I want to buy a townhome, but I want a good deal. I said, what is a good deal? He's like, about a $20,000 discount. I said, okay, what is your motives here? Or do you just want to get a home? Or do you want a discount? Because if you want a discount, I can't get you a discount because that's just not the market today. Not right now. 5 years ago, yes. Now I can't. The most that I can do for you, especially for a new home, is get you in front of the line and get you a deal as far as getting you the option to purchase a home.
Yeah.
But he wanted that and also wanted like a $20,000 discount. I said, sir, I can't help you. I'd be misleading you.
Yeah.
Right? Look, I'm in a position I am blessed. And look, I am completely aware of it. And I'm so, so thankful for each and one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. I really am. And I tell you guys this all the time. Like how much I really appreciate you guys. Like I literally am in such a great position than others, and I'm aware of it. And we talk about this all the time, Dan.
Oh, yeah.
There's not a day that doesn't go by that I say, hey, I'm thankful. Do I want more? Yes, I do want more. But I think that's a natural for a human being, right?
Yeah, I think especially as, you get to a point, this is not really about just money. It's about
it's
a game. It's more about like, how do you become better than you were the day before type of thing?
Yeah.
Or how do you progress? I think everybody wants to progress
exactly.
in life. And I think even if you made $1 million or $5 million, it's big money. Like it's not like you just throw that away and say that, we're not saying we're discrediting the fact that you make that money. I just think human nature, it's about how do you keep going?
Yeah, you don't want to be stagnant. You know what I'm saying? You want to grow as a person.
What's the next challenge?
But I think it's, for me, look, it doesn't matter if it's, $100,000 deal. I'm still taking you out. I mean, right now I got 3 more buyers here. One's at $250, one's at $450. And I got another one at $750. It doesn't matter. You're still going to get the same treatment.
Well,
you see what I'm saying?
Here's what it comes down to. I mean, you can sit here and say, well, you're about the money, right? Most people think there's a thought that realtors are all about making money and it's all about the commission.
There's a lot of them.
It's lucrative. This business is lucrative. You can make money and you have to have knowledge, but you work hard, but you can make money. You can make what you want for the most part.
Yeah.
But it comes down to, are you really helping somebody? And it sounds cliche and it kind of, But it's the truth.
You're absolutely right.
If you start with just helping and just focus on help, don't focus on dollar, focus on help, the money comes either way.
You know what, dude? Preach it, my brother.
I'm just telling you, I'm just experience. You know, I've been where I was like, oh, this is going to get me paid and that's going to get me this. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to focus on my job. I'm going to focus on what people need and what people want. You
know what's so funny is I have people call me and they'll say, hey, Chuck, man, I can't believe you just telling it how it is. Look, I'm telling you how it is because I don't want to waste time. Right? You don't want to waste time.
Well, look, I'll waste time because, you know, we brought a nice lady on last week.
Yeah.
Sharon, right? She was on here. Was that last week, right?
Yeah.
So she brought up a good point. It's like, even if you got bad credit, even if you got some things.
We're going to help you.
We're going to help you. Why? We all know the statistics, right? It's not in your favor if you have a credit score that's sub 550, right?
Yeah.
But you might know somebody, and you know what? You might be that 5% of people that really take advantage of a simulator, and, you know, it might be a year and a half. But I guess what it comes down to is all these jobs that we do and all the people we work, realistically, we only get paid on probably 60% of the work we do.
Yeah. And a lot of times what happens is people find out that it's so hard, right? And they end up not even buying a home. But what we do is we put in the time, the work, and effort. But at the end of the day, it's really up to you.
Yeah, but it's the good vibes. Like, if you're putting out positive, like, hey, you know what? Dan, I needed a simulator. Okay, well, I would say 9 out of 10 lenders or just people in general will not do that for somebody because they're like, well, I'm not going to get paid. It's a waste of time. So what? Give them a simulator. Why? Because now they have trust with you.
Yeah.
Now they believe in what you're doing. And you know what? That means they tell you, like, hey, you're not benefiting from this right now, but at least you're getting what they need.
All right, enough for the rant today. Let's get into what's going on with the housing market. We haven't done an update for some time. So what we're going to do is let's take a look at the MLS. So what we're going to do today is take a look at everything that's currently active and everything that has been sold in the last 30 days. Now, we're going to do single family residents only. So I'm going to come down here. We're going to click this. And let's see exactly what we have. So, wow, we have all these homes. Let me go back. In 30 days, you know what? I'm going to drop this down to 7. Last 7 days to see what we sold. Okay. Give me just a second here. So we have a total of 4,287 homes. And this also includes sold and active. But let's go to the stats here because this is important. Okay. So as you can see right here on the stats, for currently active as of today is 3,372. Wow, that number has gone up pretty dramatically, okay, as of today. Now, if we take a look at for the median sales price for a current active is $500,000 for a home. That is ridiculous.
And what is this square footage of a home?
2,184 square feet. Average days on the market right now is 22 days at $246 a square foot. What is this telling you? This is telling you that the market is starting to increase in inventory. Doesn't mean that it's slowing down. Depending on the price point, if the home is move-in ready condition, right? You're at $400,000 and below. This thing's gonna move quick.
Are we at our tipping point?
I don't think we're at our tipping point, but the market has made a shift, and that's what I love about Las Vegas housing market. You gotta watch the numbers, man. Right? You gotta work with a realtor that's constantly updated on the numbers. So let's take a look at the solds because the solds are going to be very important right here. So if we take a look at the solds, the median price point for 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 1,839 square feet, was listed at $399,900. Sold at $305,000. We've gone up $5,000. Average days on the market, 8 days. $225 a square foot across the valley. So this tells you right here, on a resale, at $405,000, things are starting to move along still, but it doesn't mean that you have to pay $10,000, $15,000, or even $20,000 above the appraised value. However, if it's moving ready condition, great location, you're gonna pay a premium.
I want to say one thing about that though.
Yes.
I think 3 or 4 weeks ago we were still at 400,000. We might have went up 5 in 4 weeks, but that's good news, really. I would think, right? Because
yes,
it's starting to show that we're starting to slow just a tad. And I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen that go above.
But 5,000 in 3 weeks, that's pretty high.
For this market, though?
Yeah, I mean.
For the recent, 18%?
That's not good, dude. However, right, if the property is located in an okay location, I'm starting to see that you can literally submit an offer at fair asking price and still get your offer accepted. But you got to do your homework, right? So what I mean by that is, look, you're going to have to call the agent, find out if there's any offers on it. If there ain't no offers, then we're going to run the comps and we're going to give fair market value. Now, if there's multiple offers, I can tell you right now, you're probably going to have to go 10, 15,000 above. But most importantly, you got to look at the contracts too. Or I'm sorry, you got to look at the seller and see what their situation is. And what could also help you out is if you do a lease back. A lot of times the sellers want to do a lease back right now. We talked about this because everybody's repositioning, right?
Is that starting to slow, though?
Yes, that's also starting to slow. That's what I'm starting to see. However, with brand new homes, you're still on a waiting list.
Good luck.
In a deep list.
And good luck getting all the things you buy, too, right?
Yes. What sucks about this waiting list, you don't even have an option now
to
pick your lot or even pick the elevation. Sometimes you may not even get to pick the model. You may get picked. Oh, yeah.
Man, Chuck, you going out to dinner tonight, bro.
Hell yeah. I appreciate that. What is that? DJ Mark Cena?
Where you taking your girl, man? You guys going out to dinner now?
We're going to Chuck E. Cheese's. Thank you so much for all the love and the support.
Shoot, it's $50 a pizza at Chuck E. Cheese, bro.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, that's how they make their money.
Dude, I used to take my niece to Chuck E. Cheese's all the time. Now let's get some comments in here, man. Let's read some of these comments.
All right,
keeping it real. That's right. We always keeping it real.
Wanting a discount is an odd approach anyway. That is the money I have. What can I get for that? The end. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm not understanding his question. Relay that question to me.
I think he's in reference to what you said about the discount.
Yeah.
He's saying wanting a discount is an odd approach anyway. Mm-hmm. This is the money I have. What can I get for that? The end.
Now, let me clarify this. Okay? You don't always go in for the kill. Okay? Look, I've been doing this for some time now. I've honed in my negotiating skills. You remember my old school license plate? Douchebag, right? You said negotiate. Yeah. What a douchebag license plate.
You had that?
Such a douchebag.
Don't tell me you had negotiate.
Had it.
You should have framed it and brought it in here.
Yeah.
And said this was back in the day when I was like a rook. You were a rook.
I know. You know what's so funny is I went to the DMV, right?
Yeah.
And I got the license plate called Closer.
Yeah.
I walked out with it. I told my wife, I was like, yo, I got this license plate, man. It's Closer. She's like, that's such a douchebag move. As soon as she said that, I walked right back in. I spent another $150 to change it, and I changed it to negotiate.
I'm sorry.
She literally called me a douchebag. She's like, "You're a douchebag. Don't put that on your car."
I mean, look, man.
I thought I'm not gonna down. I thought I was a $100,000 listing agent.
I'm not gonna
back
say
in the day.
anything.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna go get an approved license plate.
Dude, I'm gonna kick you right in your balls. Do not do that.
Approved. And then I'm gonna get my car wrapped.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, with my face on it, so that way everybody can see me.
Dude, don't do your face.
No.
All right. Yeah, we also keeping it real. What else? Wanting a discount on the approach. Did we answer this guy's question?
We missed one up here for Arnold. If I want to move to Las Vegas area and need 5-bedroom, what price point am I looking at? That's a good question.
Okay, so you know what? Let's take a look. This is how we do it. We're going to pretend that we're going to walk you through the process, all right? So what did he say? He wanted a 5-bedroom?
5-bedroom in the big LV area.
Okay, so we know that he wants a 5-bedroom, but now the second thing that we have to look at is the price. So look, the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to go single-family residence. We're going to go 5 bedrooms and up, okay? 5 bedrooms and up across the valley, we have a total of 653 properties. Now the question is what the price is. So let's just say he's approved for 550. We're going to do 550 and below. So now we have a total of 141 properties available. So this is how we narrow the search. So now I'm going to look at it and say, what's his name? Rich? What's his name?
Arnold.
Arnold. So now the question is Arnold, right? What's the next thing that's most important to you? He may say a pool. Like, really? Is it a pool?
There's like one property.
So if he says pool, now what we're going to do is we're going to go pool.
Yeah.
Okay. So now there's 26.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the 26 properties, right? Oh, I don't know what happened. I got to redo this. And I messed up. Sorry
when somebody gets a pool.
Yeah.
It's funny. I had somebody call me the other day and they're like, Dan, what about looking for a pool? What do you think the cost is? I'm like, I haven't checked that out. And the pool cost is going up.
Yeah, it's $80,000 starting.
Well, not just that. If you're getting your pool serviced, now that's going up. All these things.
It used to be $25. $125 a month. All right, so let's take a look at this. So we have a total of 27 properties, right? 5 bedrooms at $550,000 across the Las Vegas Valley. So we have 27 properties to view. However, we can start from the high side, or we can also start on the low side. So as you can see, at 361. Right? This one doesn't have a picture. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this. Okay. So now as we are looking at this together, the client may say, hey, you know what? I do like this, but man, this home, I don't like the year. I don't like the way it looks. Then I'm going to ask them, what style of a home are you looking for? Well, I'm looking for a mid-century modern home. Well, sir, based upon a mid-century modern home today, I can tell you, you're not going to get it because around 2018, that's when they started building modern homes. At the 550 range, we're not going to be able to get it, okay? Now, they started opening up floor plans, contemporary floor plans around like 2015. It was a little bit more choppy around 2000. So, reason why I know this is because I've been in the business for some time. I can kind of tell already, right? Because I know my market. So, let's just play the game. We're going to go back to the search criteria. So, now we're going to do, just for giggles, 2015 and up with a pool. Guess how many there is?
How many?
1.
I told you.
So now there's 1. So here's a 2-star. This is an American West home. I'm very familiar with this out in the Southwest. Okay. This is a 3-story with the loft upstairs. So let's just take a look. So now.
Go back real quick.
Okay.
See, that style home for me is not. You could jump from roof to roof right there.
Yeah.
Not even have a problem. That's just not for me.
So the question now is, do you like this home? So you may say, hey, you know what? I don't. So now the question is this. You have a couple options that you can do, sir. The next thing that you can do is go up on price, or are you willing to settle? How can you settle? You're going to have more options if you just get rid of the pool, right? So I'm going to give them the options. So let's play this, Dan. You're the person.
Okay.
Do you want to go up on price? Say no.
No.
Damn it! You're going up on price! I'm not playing. You will buy today.
And I guess I'm going to buy today, and I'm going up on price. I just changed my thought process.
Exactly. So you're not going to go up on price, so we know that, right, Dan?
Yeah, that's
okay. So so the next thing is, do you really need a pool? Okay, let's find you probably a backyard that's big enough where you can actually build a pool.
Would you want to though?
Well, that's where you need to make the decision. Okay.
See, and I've done my research a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And it's better to buy a home if you need a pool. Always, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because the home's already selling for what the value of the pool is. Mm-hmm. It's $80,000, man.
Well, here's the thing. It's actually cheaper if you buy a home that already has a pool. And the reason why is because if you spent $80,000, you got it reappraised, right? You probably lost about 65% of the value.
Yeah, you're only going to get, what, $25,000 worth
But
of
also, how many pools are out there? So now, let's just play that game, right? So now if we play this game, now to get you what you really want, so what we would have to do here, let's just bump it up to 650 and see how many properties pop up. So guess how many properties at 650 with a pool that was built before 2015?
Probably more or less competition.
Okay, so let's take a look. There's only 2.
Okay, there, I told you it's more.
There, so we have another one. So do you like this style, Dan? Let's take a look at it. I mean, this is pretty nice. This is not a real
bad.
modern.
Listen, I like it. I mean,
could you see yourself living here?
I don't know, man. I like it.
Okay, so let's do this then.
It's kind of hard though. It's like
okay, so it's kind of hard.
I gotta feel it.
So let's bump it up to 850, so that way we ain't wasting time. Look, at 850, built in 2015. Guess how many properties? 6. Right?
There you go.
So I mean, again, there's just not too many. So now you have to determine, is the pool really a big deal? Because if we went back down to 550, got rid of the pool, knowing that in the near future you can actually build a pool. And what's great about a pool later on, if you want to build a pool, you can just refinance. You can just finance it. It's actually not as expensive as you think it is.
But you still won't get the value back.
Yeah, it doesn't matter though, because here's the thing. If you know that you want a pool and you're going to live in there, that's fine.
100%.
Not only that, the way that the market is going, you buy a pool, you decide you want to refinance it. You might as well refinance it with Dan anyway, right?
You ever seen that Cocoon, the movie The Cocoon?
Yeah.
Okay, you know how, like, they go in the water? That's like my parents, man. Like, they bought a home with a pool. You sold it to them.
Ooh, look at this one.
You sold it to them.
I want to interrupt you for a second. Look at this. See?
Oh, that's nice.
Now we're going into the modern home. Look at this. So we know at $750,
Yeah.
you can get more of a modern home. But here's the thing. This is not a true modern home. And let me tell you why. This is how you're going to get fooled. The elevation that you see is straight lines and modern. But what makes a real modern home? Right? You got to ask yourself this. This is how great the builders are, right? A true modern home has an open floor plan. It's more contemporary. It has architectural modern designs. On the elevation, this is great, Dan. But let's start going inside. And let's see what this thing is all about. So this is just a straight contemporary, right? Same design that American West, which is now owned by Pulte, has been building for years, right? Gave you the illusion that this home is a modern home. This is a straight contemporary home. There ain't nothing modern with this home.
So
However,
let me ask you this question. So what makes you think that?
it's what I know. It's the design build.
I know, but like, what is there some things to look for or to?
Yeah, so basically modern is more open straight lines, and it's kind of like more warehouse built.
I got you.
That's more modern. This is a modern
And
contemporary.
is what?
Contemporary is just more open, traditional open. So like this is all open, right? But you can just tell by the lines and how the architectural design is.
I see.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now let's just say you explain that to the consumer, and Ron, his name is Ron, right? Arnold. Sorry, Arnold. Arnold's like, you know what? I'm loving it. So now we just provided the information to Arnold that, hey, at $750, this is what he can get. He can get exactly what he wants. So now I say, you know what? Go back to my man, Dan.
Right.
Hold on. Go back to my man, Dan.
Yep.
Dan, run the numbers.
Yeah.
Because at $550, he was paying this amount, right? If he wanted to go to $750, now you can explain all that to them.
What do you mean, the difference in payment?
Well, I don't know. Just make it up. Like the process. You know what I'm saying? You go back to Dan, and Dan runs the numbers.
You just got to make sure that everything pencils, you know? Make sure that you approve for the higher amount of loan. And you can put down the down payment because it's going to be a higher down payment.
Let me help your sales skills out here, son.
Sell it, baby.
All right, decide what you're going to do. So you're going to go back to Dan. Dan's going to rerun the numbers at $750, right? Taxes and insurance, because I'm going to give him all the information.
Right.
So now you're going to know exactly how much you got to put down and how much your monthly payments. So now if you went from, $550 to $750, that's a pretty dramatic increase. So now you need to ask yourself, I can get everything I want to pay more money. Do I want to roll the dice and get what I want, but I got to pay for it? If you say no, that answers your question. You know what? We're going back down to $550. These are your options. So that's how it should work. Do you see that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no upsell.
Well, it depends on being mortgage broke.
Yeah.
And also what's your demographics and how you were,
Exactly.
how things have
For me,
unfolded for you.
my maximum budget is $200. Like I can't go anything above that.
$200,000 mortgage?
Yeah. I'm squawking. Right?
What's the payment on that thing?
200. Oh, my payment's on like $930.
That's a car payment, man.
I know. I'm so cheap. You want to know something? This office alone right here is more than my mortgage. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, but you bought your house back in 7?
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
No, not even 7.
8?
Beginning of 2009.
Somebody was just saying they wish they bought in 2009 up here.
But you want to know something? I was so rude. I interrupted my homie Dan. So let's talk about this. What were you saying about your mom's property?
Oh, no. I forgot. I think, I was going to say that if you have a pool, you use it. I mean, dude, they're older.
Yeah.
Man, they're like that. They're on like a honeymoon every time because they go outside.
Your dad must love
Oh,
it,
man, they drink wine. They do their deal. And you know what? It's like.
Whoa.
What's that?
What do you mean you do your deal? What kind of deal are they doing?
They do a lot of deals out there, man.
Oh, they do? Uh-oh.
So they use it, and that's why I say it's cocooning it, because like they're going outside, and it's like their deal of getting like back to the way they were, and that's what they enjoy. So if you got a pool and you want to go cocoon it, then go cocoon it.
Cocoon it? I got a community pool, and I don't even use it. It's crazy.
All right.
But you know what? I mean, a pool's nice just to have, but I think it's like one of those expenses
Yeah.
that it's just a waste of money.
Well,
unless you use the
listen,
pool.
man, I'm telling you, my mom has all her grandkids come over.
Yeah.
So she's already in the pool.
Yeah,
my
but
dad's in the pool.
Your dad's doing the pool himself, though, right? So it's got to be cheaper.
No, I mean, they got somebody come and clean it. But
Oh, really? I thought he was just throwing those
he just
tablets
gets the
in there.
leaves. Oh, I mean, he does stuff. But
Oh,
the point is if you utilize the pool for what its purpose is, and you're not buying it just to have it, then it's good to have. But a lot of people, I think, buy the pool and they never use it, and it's just a waste of money.
Yeah.
You know? So it's good for resale purposes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But
Pulte home is not worth $750,000. The exterior design is not attractive for the price as first impressions. I think he's probably talking about this home.
Mm-hmm.
I like that type of design, but if you're going to do that, the house has to be architecturally designed as a full modern home, loft style. That's
but what if somebody might like the other style, you know?
No, and that's fine. I'm just telling you what I like.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's how we walk.
What about a
into the
smart
process.
home? Is there anything different with a smart home?
Yeah, you got a bunch of dumb homes.
Was that a dumb home we looked at?
Now, talking about that,
because I want to know, man.
Well,
like, what's the new and the latest in the smart home?
okay, so
position?
I mean, look, you can do a Crestron system, which is I would go with. There's so many different items, but we're not going to really get into this, and here's why. Because at the end of September, we have a special guest, right, that's coming in, which is the owner. Look at this. Out of respect, Acoustics Design. The owner is coming in. We're going to do a full interview. Is this straight or what?
No.
No, right there. Okay? They're coming in, and we're going to talk about smart home device systems. Now, I'm going to tell you this. When you start getting into the $1 million range, it better be equipped. Especially in today's market. This is, I think, a $10 billion industry now where a lot of homes are going into the smart home. So when I say smart home, there's so much that you can do. You can literally have your shades be remotely controlled from your phone, audio, voice activation, lights. I mean, it is unbelievable on what you can do.
I'm waiting for homes to come. I mean, I'm sure they do with their own security cameras and stuff. Do they do that now?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you got to always put your own security cameras in, but because of how things are,
It's always been offered, brother.
But they don't. Why do people not usually take it? It seemed like, huh?
Because what happens is people think that they see a brand new home at $400,000. They got a little bit cash. They go inside, and next thing you know it, they realize they ain't got enough money. That's just the reality, because everything is just an upsell. People just look at the base price and look at the video home tours. That's why you need to call an expert that specializes in new home construction, because they can literally walk you through the process and help you with your financial situation, and also spend your money wisely to maximize what you want.
So you would think, like, because they're probably going to be able to use, I mean, who knows if they use, I'm sure they're going to use state of the art. If it's a smart home and you're like, hey, I want to add, smart, cameras and stuff, and like a full on, I mean, why would they not just choose to do that? If they're already paying a premium, I would just
the problem
throw it in
is
there.
because when you start doing the flooring, the kitchen cabinets, all this starts to add up, and they realize that once it starts adding up, they don't have the money to put down. Now they start to retract. And then the problem is that when consumers retract, where they retract is the electrical. The electrical is expensive. Low voltage is expensive.
What is the cost to put that in, would you say? Just, I mean, you don't have to give me a ballpark.
It depends. So let's just say if you're doing pre-wiring, right? Just pre-wiring with a J-box, $125.
Wow.
You got 4 can lighting inside one room. That package deal, right, is going to run you about $500 to $600 depending on which builder.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, if you're throwing money at this thing, I mean, look, it's extra money, but is it necessity at that point?
The
right?
problem is this. Okay, you buy a home at a base price at $400,000, you're probably going to be into it probably about 20%. So that's another $80,000?
Yeah.
Right? Then the builder, depending on their contract, it may say, look, anything that exceeds 10% of that, you got to come up with 50%.
Right.
So what is that? So if it's $400,000, right, you're doing 20% above, you got to come up with another 10%. That means on top of your down payment, you got to come up with $40,000. And the other thing that you got to watch out for is if you spend 480, is that home going to appraise for 480?
Right.
So these are the challenges that people just don't know or not aware.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I want to stop jaw japping and I want to get into financing because financing is such a big part when it comes to real estate. Yeah. What is going on with the financing,
What's up,
my
buddy?
brother?
Well, rates are going up and they've been consistently going up. Have you seen that recently?
No, I thought
mortgage applications dipped, and I'm like, oh, rates probably went up.
The last lock you had was 2.8, man.
Yeah, I know, but they still go up. I mean, just because I locked in at a good rate, it depends on that client, right? It depends on the program, but I mean, rates are going up. And
didn't the Feds just finally had a meeting or something?
Yeah, the symposium meeting.
Yeah, what was that all about? Let's talk about that.
Just what they're gonna do long term, and inflation came back like 10, slightly better.
Yeah.
We're still high. You look at a lot of the data that's coming out with tapering and all these other things that's going on. They're not going to stop anything anytime soon.
I don't think so either.
One of the things people get a misconception on is, they can actually raise rates. By doing tactics.
Yeah.
One of the things though that they have to service this debt, right? So there's numerous things that they do. One of them is they have to service debt at, if it goes higher, that's a higher debt that they have to service, right? So the percentage. So anyways, make a long story short is that when you're looking at what the Fed is doing and how they're paying into this, well, I got to cut out here for a second.
What happened?
I don't know.
I heard you.
Oh, you heard me? I got cut out for a second. So no, just that they don't want to service the debt basically. And so when you look at this stuff that's going on, a lot of this stuff that they're doing is really just kind of kicking the can down the road. I mean, we all know this. You look at the Case-Shiller, which came out, and that index was created in 1987. That was the highest.
So explain the Shiller index real quick.
So they gauge what home prices are going at and what they are and kind of get data year over year. And they looked at that this is the highest they've ever seen since its existence, right? And that was 1987.
Yeah.
It's up almost 19%, right? And so that's one of them. But you look at just, this $5 trillion, you've seen this $5 trillion where they're talking about, you listen, my stuff keeps
I can hear you.
My stuff keeps cutting out here for a second.
You know what that is? It's just probably just your headphones, right?
Yeah.
That just keeps tweaking out, but I can hear you.
Everybody
can hear you. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Just keep going.
So they had that infrastructure thing going on, and it just sounds like I'm cutting out. So they got that $5 trillion.
Why is it that you always, everywhere you go, you're always breaking something?
I don't know, man. I don't know. This thing's cutting out on.
Is it still doing it?
It's still doing it. I think it's this thing, but that's fine.
All right, just keep going. Keep going.
So, anyways, they were talking about the $5 trillion infrastructure, and they haven't passed that yet, right? So let's talk about that. And I wanted to see how that's going to affect this whole situation. Hold on.
There you go.
Just keep going. Did you fix it?
Yeah, is it fixed?
I think so. Yeah, it's not doing it no more. So I don't know. I think there's a short in it or something, dude.
Probably because it just keeps like dangling.
Keeps moving.
And stuff. Yeah.
So, anyways, what do you think about this $5 trillion infrastructure situation? Right? It's not going to have a good impact on what we're doing here.
Well, the problem is that is was it 5 billion or 5 billion? What did you say? So 5 trillion.
5 trillion.
I don't think all that money's going.
It's not passed. I thought it was passed. So that was my error.
I thought it was passed.
I thought so too, and it's still being looked at.
Okay.
So that's one thing. You look at the Fed. I mean, the stock market's going crazy.
Still going crazy.
Well, they're propping it.
Yeah.
They go into these big companies and they're buying. They're like, hey, we'll buy these bonds from you, right? And the Fed buys them, and then it gives them more money to go out and put money into the stock market, and that's kind of how it works.
Well, they're buying their own stocks,
pretty much. I mean, it's kind of like a cycle.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So, looking at rates, I mean, if you look at rates, they're going to consistently be volatile. I feel, and then right now, I think you look at what the whole position is with mortgage applications and things. It's going to be the same stuff, man. It's not going to be anything different until we start to see, because we just had a ADP report that came out, the worse than expected. The economy's not fully back yet, so they're going to keep doing the same things down the road over and over again.
Is that all you got?
That's all I got, man.
Dang, that's all you got. Oh.
That's all I got.
Hey, whenever you guys got some free time, I wanted you guys to show some love to Dan French. He's got also a radio show podcast every Tuesday and Saturday. I think the podcast is Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Is that correct, Dan?
Yeah, this is Tuesdays at 5:30 and Saturdays at 10.
Okay, and he has a lot of guests that he brings on, and I think it's really great, especially from a financing aspect of things.
Yep.
Also, they do talk about real estate and what's going on. And also, if you guys haven't had a chance to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And also, don't forget, we are still doing video tours on this channel. And also, let us know if you guys still want us to have this podcast on this channel. Also, don't forget to check out our new channel, Real Estate Plug. Anything that has to do with real estate out here in Las Vegas. We have so much content that's coming out at Krulsawat at 2.0. Thank you so much for tuning in. Other than that, be blessed, guys.